because my Dremel just broke, and
Oh,
I use that a lot in the garage, and so I've been doing a lot of research to figure out which one I want to get next. So like my Dremel's from like high school or something. So
whoa. I was just using my Dremel the other day. It's that time again. Time for the all new Culture Cast, which begins right now. Welcome back, everyone, to the all new Culture Cast. I'm your host, Nick, and with me tonight, as always,
reporting live from the graveyard, the Gorehound. Welcome.
hey Gorehound. This is like classic episodes, just you and me tonight. No cuz,
Yeah,
no anyone else.
just bullshitting the night away.
It's like 2015 called. They want their podcast back.
Yeah, I was even looking through some old photos of back in the day because mine are divided up between like pre-Ghoul and post-Ghoul, and you're in quite a few of them. Some
I don't
some
know if I should be
early Nick.
honored or creeped out. I bet I look, with the exception of the beard, I bet I don't look all that different.
Yeah, my hairstyle and beard just changes throughout the years.
You
And
do. You know what era of Gorehound when you're
right.
although I have noticed I'm starting to get some grays up here. So
Yeah.
it's
Old man.
I know, old man Nick. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But yeah, you doing well? You ready to jump into all this fun stuff?
I am. I just finished my iced coffee and I've got a hot toddy to battle some of these killer allergies that I'm dealing with. So,
Uh Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? But you know what? This is like the first day in like a billion years that it
oh
hasn't been
man.
like sweltering hot.
Chicago weather this week, last week of August, man, we are enjoying it.
Yeah. I feel like over the weekend I was sitting outside and I'm like, man, this feels like it should be October right now. Like I'm digging this. I'm ready for fall. I'm
Amen,
ready to go
amen.
for fall. Do you know it's as of this recording it's 8:25. Do you know what you're gonna be for Halloween yet?
The ghoul has been talking about going as a witch this
Oh,
year, which
okay.
is pretty classic. And I don't know what I'm going to do, but yeah, given an opportunity, I will. I'll put it on an outfit if I see something that sparkles.
Okay. Like a vampire?
Maybe. I've always wanted to do a mummy. I think a mummy would be fun.
Oh, yeah. My kids, they man, they when they make a decision, they stick with it for the most part.
Is it a K-pop thing?
Well, funny you say that. My youngest, for the longest time, wanted to be Moana, but now she wants to be one of the K-pops.
Okay.
K-pop Demon Hunt, which we just saw again this weekend because they had it in the theaters. So we took them to go see the theater, and it was a sing-along version. And so
Oh,
the theater was packed. Like this was like like Avengers packed sort of
were
thing.
you singing along?
Well, when my kids wanted me to, they had like the
Yeah.
lyrics on like the screen so
Yeah.
you could sing along. But like there were like kids of all ages in there, and that like some of them were standing up and doing the dances like how they do in the movie,
Yeah.
and it was fun. I'll give them credit. It was fun. So
Yeah.
this K-pop thing is unbelievable. But
Yeah,
my
I'm
old
I'm really putting off watching that for as long as I can.
You know what? I bet you would like it because it has demons and like monsters in it.
I
It could be right in. This would be right up your alley.
I can't get I can't get with the new cartoons. It's real difficult.
Um, but my oldest, for the longest time, she wanted to be a vampire because she likes vampires apparently, even though.
Bump bot.
But lately now she says she doesn't want a vampire. She wants to be one of the K-pops. So a little
Okay.
disappointed she wants to veer away, but whatever. It's her decision.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, good times ahead. But anyway, we're not here to talk about any of that.
No, we are
We're
not.
here to talk about Star Trek, the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, I'll throw out the man crush.
Oh yes. We have a couple of segments we gotta do. Before we get into it, Gorehound, Man Crush.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Man
throw it out to
crush.
the Profiles in Eccentricity podcast. I have been grooving with
The
them.
the what podcast?
Profiles and Eccentricity podcast.
Okay,
Um,
what's that story? What's the
it, Profiles is one of my top three that I listen to. Necronomicon, last podcast, and Profiles and Eccentricity. Those are the three that I do. Well, I don't do Patreon to last podcast, but the other two I do. And they just cover these weird characters that are eccentric characters. But they just did one on New Jack, which was an early ECW wrestler. Um, you recall ECW?
I know of it.
Okay, yeah. So New Jack is one of the earlier ECW characters, and just his backstory and like what they did is
Gorehound, you have a cat that's trying to get out.
yeah, yeah. She's locked in here for probably about 30 more minutes until the ghoul goes down.
Because there
Yeah,
would be okay, I got it.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, and so not only this New Jack one, but every single one of their episodes, I am just enthralled in. They were talking about the newest Doctor Doom comic book series, One World Under Doom.
Okay.
And it just sounds very intriguing. I am very close to getting a Marvel Unlimited subscription. So check them out. Profiles.
Alrighty. Well, I that sounds interesting. I will write it down. I can guarantee you I will forget, but I will try to check them out. Profiles and
Um,
extras. Just
what I would recommend is checking out the Harry Houdini series. It's a two-parter, but that is the one that convinced me to do a Patreon with them
okay.
because it was just so intriguing, and it was just like one thing after another, very fast-paced, very informative, and I love those podcasts that like aren't just about stupid aliens. It's really fun.
Um, you know, Slightly off topic, but my girls have been playing with another neighborhood kid as of late, last couple of months, and I swear I need to introduce you to her parents because you guys would become like immediate best friends. The father is all about slasher movies. He even has like a
Oh yeah.
Michael Myers tattoo, and the mother is all about cryptids and
Fuck
like fun
yeah.
conspiracy theories.
That's awesome.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just for the Gorehound right here.
Yeah, man. I need to get into some stupid flat earth something. It's been a while since I went into that one.
Um, well, I'm going to start a new irregular segment on here called what did Nick buy? And where I just
What's Nick's
highlight,
latest toy?
yeah, what shit did Nick buy or something? I don't know. But
Yeah,
let me show you what I got here. This was a Comic-Con exclusive. I didn't go to Comic-Con, but I was able to get it online legitimately, not like on eBay.
sure.
But it's Ecto Glow Ghostbusters.
Okay, and what are these?
These are action figures, and I'll show you an example of one in a moment.
Okay.
But basically, this is a re-release. Here's one of the figures here.
Okay.
These are re-releases of these figures that they made in the early 90s that they glow in the dark. And I'll try to show it off here in a minute. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but basically, these were one of the last figures released in this Ghostbuster toy line, and they're very, very, very rare. Like you can't get them almost. And so, as an exclusive, they decided to re-release them for the novelty factor. Um, so some people are who actually own the original because the originals go for like buku bucks.
Yeah.
This does not, and so you're going to get some people. I'm going.
Why
Let's
why doesn't that go? Why isn't that expensive?
because it was super rare. They only a few actually made it to like market. So like
Sure.
getting these is really, really tough to find.
And so is that a replica?
Yeah, they
Oh,
remade
okay.
it. It's a remake. It's not the original. Oh, I'm
Very
not
good.
buying the original. I know. Um,
How much should the original go for?
well, I mean, when you bought it in stores, probably like $4 or $5, but like now it's a couple hundred.
Yeah.
And so this was a set of four. So you might see on the back
Okay.
here four.
And you have I saw that you have a box.
Yeah, the box came, all four of them came in the box.
Oh man.
So
Have you opened it yet?
I like out of the packaging.
Yeah.
I have not.
You're gonna, right?
I was originally going to, and this is such a stupid thing. When I saw that the peg holder wasn't punched, it's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, that's pristine. Like I want to take it out and display it on like the shelf, but like part of me is like, should I keep it in the package? I don't
Oh
know. I'm
man.
not an in-package person, but like, God, I don't know. The first world problems, first world problems. I've never seen it. Honestly, I've never seen them in the. Let me see how well this thing. Give me a second here.
Yeah. Oh, setting the mood. Not setting the mood.
I just realized how stupid that was because even if I turn off the light, you still wouldn't see it glow
Yeah.
because the computer screen still has a light.
Yeah, yeah,
So maybe I'll take a picture. But
yeah.
yeah, so that was my dumb purchase for now. But
Yeah.
yeah. But it makes me happy. It's what I spend
Love it.
my money on. And fortunately my wife is understanding of my
Yeah.
problem. But then
That's
again,
good.
she'll say like she has her own vices when it comes to things. So
Yeah. We all do, and that's okay. Whatever it takes to keep you going through the world.
I know, right? So, alrighty, to get on with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got to guide me through this
Do do
one
do 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 do. We're t
because this was difficult to get through. I don't know what was going on most of
Which that's so fascinating that you say that. It really is.
it.
So, do you want me to like try to outline the story here?
Yeah. Yeah. I want you to take lead on this.
All right. So tonight we watched. This is my suggestion. I'll go over why I suggest this here in a little bit. But we watched the original series Star Trek from 1960s episode Mud's Women. And it's considered one of the more classic episodes or more well-known episodes, came from the first season. Um, and in this, it introduces the I don't want to say reoccurring because he only pops up one more time in the series. Um, Harry Mudd, who's a con man who the Enterprise runs into, and he's transporting three women to go to a off-world colony to serve as wives. And because the Enterprise was trying to save it from an asteroid belt, it drained a lot of their power, so they had to go to this other planet to get some new crystals to repower their ship. And
You're already losing me. So first, is the Starship Enterprise a police vehicle?
oh boy, you've just asked a minefield of a question.
So why were they able to just like take them over?
So looking at Star Trek as a whole, the Enterprise and other ships in the fleet are all about exploring space, but there's also like a little military aspect to them where they kind of like patrol to make sure everything is on the up and up.
Sure.
This episode came really early in the show when like the rules of Star Trek were like not really in place.
Okay.
So in this sort of aspect, they're kind of acting like police because this other ship was acting like a fool and they found out they didn't have all the right licenses or anything like that. I will say this, in future Star Trek episodes and other series, stuff like this never comes up. That you have to have a permit to have a ship or anything like that. So
Sure.
it's, you gotta have to you got it's one of those things you just got to go with.
Okay. Okay.
Um
I can work
so
with that.
yeah, so they go to this other planet to get the crystals to repower their ship and
And why are they low on crystals?
because I guess to protect Harry Mudd's ship from like blowing up, they had to overextend their power. And so they just kind of like blew out their engine essentially.
Okay.
Kind of like when cars you like rev up your engine, you just like blow out your like exhaust or whatever, and just like
Sure.
ruins your engine. Similar in nature.
Okay.
Again, this problem never occurs any other time in Star Trek.
Okay.
Um,
So I'm just
and
going to accept it.
you just have to roll with it. You just
Okay.
got to roll with it. The
That's fine.
60s, wild times. But
Okay. Keep going.
and so they go to this other planet, and Mud's like, "Ooh, we're going to a planet with only three miners," which again makes no sense. If this material is so valuable, there's only three guys on the planet,
Yeah.
but whatever. And they're like, we I could sell these women to them, and then they can have, they could be all that. And then, as it turns out, these women have like a large effect on all the men on the ship, except for Spock, who's like amused by everything going on, and
I
oddly
did catch
enough,
that. I did
yeah,
catch that.
he has like shitting grin on his face the entire time.
I took it as more of a like he is just observing, and
Hmm.
if I get this right, or just from my interpretation, is that he really doesn't respond unless he is spoken to. Is that correct?
And
Because
yeah, that's a way to look at it.
he seems to be like a supercomputer who is very smart, knows everything, but I don't know, just like isn't in charge. He's just like a special worker. He's not a robot, right?
No, he's an alien known as a Vulcan, who they suppress all their emotions.
Okay. Is he like a mentat from Dune?
Um,
A
I
human
mean,
computer?
I wouldn't go that far, but Spock is very, very intelligent.
Okay. But he is
So
not a robot.
he is not a robot.
Okay.
Um,
I
but
follow so far.
as we learn, the girls are taking a special drug that makes them look pretty and gives them like pheromones or whatever to um allure other men.
Gummy
And
snacks.
gummy snacks, yeah.
Yeah.
And the when they get to the planet, the miner's like, "Hey, Captain Kirk, we'll give you the thing, we'll give you the crystals, but we want the women."
Right.
And Kirk's like, "Get the fuck out of here. That's not happening."
Right. Because Kirk is like a good guy.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, we're not doing this."
Yeah.
But then they're like, "No, screw you. You are doing this.
Right.
Give us the women." And Kirk's like, "What the hell is going on here?" And eventually the the beauty wears off, and the miner's like, "What the, this is, we don't want ugly women." But the main woman, um
Right. What was her deal? Like the one was different, but I don't know why she was different.
I think she didn't like lying about what they were doing, and she just wants a husband, and she didn't want to rely on the drug. Like, she's like, you want a pretty girl to just, basically sleep with. You don't
Right.
want like a real partner. And she's like, is this what you want? And she takes one of the gummies to make herself beautiful again, which it works, but it turns out it was a placebo, and it was just her confidence. So the episode has a weird lesson that if you're confident enough, you'll be beautiful.
Is that what it like? Okay. That makes a lot of sense, but it's very illogical.
Yeah, it's like I was watching the ending, and I'm like, huh,
How many times have you seen this episode?
this is the second time I've ever seen it all the way
Okay.
through. First time this is the first time I've seen it all the way through. Second time I've tried watching it.
Okay.
And I'll go into more detail about that in a little bit.
Sure.
But it was a very weird ending on this.
Sure.
And also weirder is
Yeah.
like,
Well,
oh, go.
the ending, to recap, was with the one girl who was the odd one out. the miner is like, yeah, sure, I'll take her. Like, I'll work with this, and that right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Um,
basically like the gist of it. Yeah.
and I forgot what happened thereafter, but
They gave him the crystals
okay,
and the ship was repaired and ready to go.
okay. So, what was the ultimate purpose of? So, really, throughout the entire episode, the only thing that happens is Mud actually delivers his women and gets let go.
Well, he doesn't let go. They say he was still going to go to
Prison, or
prison or get his trial or whatever. They're going to drop him off at some place where the
because he was
judicial system could take care of him. But
because he was essentially driving erratically.
I guess, and I guess there are already warrants and stuff out for his arrest.
Okay.
So he was
Okay.
already a POS, I guess. And um, Kirk
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I'm not having any of this."
Yeah, he was it was very confusing, but I did not look at any information on this episode beforehand. I just went in raw. This was the first Star Trek episode I've ever seen
Of like
completely.
all together or just the original series?
Yeah, like I've never watched, like I've seen some of the 90s movies
Mm-hmm.
um with Earl Grey Hot. And besides that, like I've seen some of the newer movies, but Star Trek is just one of those things that the universe is too big for me to get into. And like I've chosen like a few universes to get into, like Twin Peaks and Aliens. And like I don't have enough brain capacity for another universe to
It's
wrap my
only a
head around.
thousand episodes. You can get through it.
Right. And so,
Start watching one a day, and you'll be done in like a year and a half.
but I did appreciate the originality and authenticity of this episode. Like
It's
it was very unique. And actually, one of the comics that I've been reading lately is a three-parter that is anthology just of short stories, and I'm really appreciating that kind of that self-enclosed story, and I like that. In that, by the end, I knew that there was going to be some conclusion, kind of like how original episodes used to be,
like
where they weren't
it wasn't like 10 episode story arc that you have to like sit through. It's like
right.
one and
Really,
done.
just yeah, yeah, and that was nice.
Yeah. Well, they didn't do story arcs back in the 60s like that.
Yeah,
It wasn't really a thing so much. Um, but yeah, I mean, the original series is great for what it is, and I really want to do a sit down and rewatch the the whole series from beginning to end because I it's been a while since I actually have. I don't think I've seen every single episode of the original one. I should do it next year for Star Trek's 60th anniversary. But
I would be good with that because these were pretty fun, and like I'm never gonna watch all of them, but I would be more than happy to watch one-offs.
79 original episodes. Now, did you find this episode to be sexist at all?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
It's pretty wild, isn't it? Like I'm watching it, I'm like observing, I'm like, so he's basically so is he a pimp?
yeah, yeah. No, the questions abound were like, is what they're doing okay? Are these girls hostages? Are they prostitutes? I just don't know. Are they being just drugged? Um, yeah, I had a lot of questions. And I appreciated I gotta say that immediately upon watching this, I did not see like modern day Shatner. When I saw this, I saw William Shatner as a Star Trek actor. So I really had that suspension of disbelief where like he really does exist in this because he does look very good in this role and because he has changed so much.
Oh, he's what, in his 90s now?
Right. He looks very young. even so much that I was like the um the Chris Pine recast of him is a really good play because I saw Chris Pine a lot in him.
That's interesting. I'll have to rewatch that because I feel Chris Pine. I like Chris Pine. I like those movies for the most part. Um, I feel Chris Pine like does his own take with Kirk. That's not like too much of a uh impersonation or anything like that. But
Yeah,
it's
no,
interesting.
no, it was yeah, it's fun to see these character actors when they're really young as compared to nowadays. Because when I think of William Shatner, I just think of his voice. And this one, I did not hear the voice. I just saw
Like, do you mean like the
the
Gorehound? It is now time for us to do the
right.
podcast.
I just saw a really good actor in a role that, like, that's what he was doing. So,
Um, the Star Trek's always been known to be progressive, but like some of its views on women are so dated in the 1960s there. Like there was another episode where it's actually the very first episode where they were there's a female character, very beautiful, who wanted to kidnap the captain to stay with her because she was trapped on this planet. And they
okay.
found out, no, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. And she was stuck on the planet with these aliens. And the Enterprise like, hey, why don't you come with us? She's like, I can't. And then the aliens like like she was an illusion, and they turned out what she really looked like, and she was like all deformed and ugly.
Yeah.
It's like, see, this is why I can't go with you.
Yeah.
And like in the end, they go back up the ship and they're like, hey, where'd the girl go? It's like she wanted to stay behind, and I agree with her reasons. It's like, oh, so if a woman's not pretty, she doesn't have any value or worth.
Right, right.
I mean, just a very 1960s attitude. And like this is like no different. Like Muds, these women just want to have husbands. The main character we learn, all I ever did was be alone on a planet and I just served my dad and my brother. So now I want to find a husband so I could serve him. And it's like there are other options in the world for you to
Yeah.
do things. What is happening here?
Yeah, so
But
was or should I say Roger Carmel, Roger C. Carmel as Harry Mudd. Was he like he was a pimp or he was just a
well,
broker for he was a broker for women.
basically, yeah, it it's weird because they wanted to be there. They wanted to find husbands. He was just delivering them but he was like she was there, the girls were his cargo. it
Mhm.
it's weird. It definitely crosses a weird sort of line. Like it's not slavery, but it kind of is. um but like, not that I'm defending it, but like in the old west days similar things happened where like these farmers and ranch hands would be like alone in like the wilderness and they wanted wives, and so people would have sell off their daughters or whatever
Yeah,
to for that.
that's fair. So, I'm dying to know like what prompted this request. Why did we watch this?
Okay, so this is a bit of a story. Um, so as you probably know, I mean you, Gorehound, not the internet at large, but about a week ago, my aunt passed away. And despite that we've had a bit of a the word I'm looking for, complicated relationship over the past few years, growing up, she was a big influence on me.
Mm, okay,
And one of the things that she did was she kind of got me into Star Trek
sure.
because she was a Star Trek fan. And this is where the story gets interesting, at least for me. Probably not for you, but that's okay. Um, when I was in kindergarten,
Little Nick.
little Nick, when I was in kindergarten, five, six, I don't know what time of the year it was. Um, every
Just
Friday,
watching your Ghostbusters cartoons.
right? I know, still do. Um, I at the end of the week, if you had so many like tokens or points or whatever, you got to pick a little prize out of like the
Sure,
pricing, and I picked out a little spaceship toy, little trinket piece of crap plastic thing you'd get like, I don't know,
sure.
50 cents at the Dollar Tree or whatever. And in my mind, this looked like the ship from Star Trek.
Oh
It
yeah,
looked nothing like the ship from Star Trek, but in my 5-year-old brain, it was.
yeah.
So I went home that night, and for whatever reason, my dad wasn't home. He was out of town on a trip or something, so it was me and my mom.
Business.
And I asked my mom because I knew my aunt Lori, my I don't know if I should say names. My aunt, well, she's passed away, I guess. My aunt Lori, um, she really liked Star Trek. And I'm like, oh, my cool aunt Lori likes Star Trek. I want to watch that show. So I asked my mom, can I stay up tonight and watch Star Trek? And I can't remember if the show was like the repeats. I can't. It was on a local station, WPWR Power 50.
Oh,
Um,
nice recall.
um, I watched a lot of shows on WPWR. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, the um the show repeats of Star Trek at night. It was either at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I don't recall. But my mom said, "All right, I could stay up. You could watch the first half of the episode, and then you'll have to go to bed because it'd be too late." And so I'm like, "All right, deal." And the episode that it was on, and this is the very first Star Trek episode that I ever watched,
Yeah.
was Mud's Woman.
Okay.
Like this is like a canon event. I remember that was that episode, and I only watched. I couldn't, didn't remember much from it, but I remember him being on the ship and him being interviewed by Kirk and all of them, and the women going around. And I don't know what part I had to shut it off and go to bed, but like I got about midway through, and then my mom said, "All right, time for bed." I was like, "Okay." So that's why, almost like a tribute to my aunt because she just passed away.
Okay.
Um, about I was just thinking about that, and I thought, oh, this would be a fun topic for an episode. So
Oh man, that goes deep.
it does. It's a little Nick lore for you.
Yeah, peek behind the curtain.
And
Okay.
that was the first Star Trek episode I watched. I didn't really watch any others until probably a few years later. So let's see what I was in kindergarten in 88, 89.
But you said that your dad also watched Star Trek, right?
I don't know. I don't think he really did. Wh- A few
Okay.
years after that, we started watching Next Generation with Picard on repeats, and we watched that as a family. But
Okay.
prior to it, I don't think I'm sure he watched. I'm sure he
Original
saw it,
series.
but I don't think he was like, oh my God, Star Trek, gotta watch that."
Yeah. Yeah, and my grandfather also was big into Star Trek, this original series, but I just wasn't close enough to watch it. But he had gotten me into quite a bit of like other like cult series. I know that he gave me Forbidden Planet
Okay, I've seen that.
ideas
Yeah,
with Morbius in there, and I remember the alcohol scene where he's like, "Can you get me some alcohol?" And he was like, 40 gallons of alcohol. And yeah,
are you
I,
talking about Forbidden Planet, like the movie
what?
with Leslie Nielsen,
Yeah, yeah.
which Star Trek was in part inspired by that?
Okay, okay. Yeah, I should watch that one again. I came across some old science because I used to really like watching old science fiction movies to go to sleep to, like those black and
Mm,
white ones. I wouldn't mind busting out some of those because they're dirt cheap, and so finding them for like compilations is real easy.
like in Walmart used to do like 50 movies for like a penny.
Right, right. I was a sucker for those, and I still have some because like they are legit deals. Especially when like you don't want to watch like original stuff nowadays. So
That's what we should do. We should pick one of those movies at random and do them for an episode.
yeah, it's maybe not at random, maybe with a little bit of guidance. Because
Nope,
I've
nope. Dart
I've
at the wall.
I've watched too many foreign horror films to have striked out to keep on doing that. I
That's one of the
yeah.
reasons I like watching like Svengoolie is because he'll like show these old weird movies and they're fun to watch.
They're very highly curated. He already has a commentary track on them, or some history, and it really helps you follow along with it.
Does Joe Bob Briggs do like
That's
movies like that
exactly
too?
what
Yeah.
he does. But they're more current, which is really cool. I would love to start watching um, him again. The Graveyard Queen has been on an ASL and sign language kick. And so she's been watching a lot of sign language based movies. Like we watched Beetlejuice 2 for the
Oh yeah.
second time with an ASL interpreter in the corner. So it was like a person in the corner of the movie doing the sign language.
Really? Was that like on Netflix or Max or something or?
I don't know because she's taking the helm on that. But I
Huh.
was really intrigued with that because it gives you like a second movie to watch.
That
It's
is
like
interesting.
the person doing the interpretation is like giving their own feel of it, and they're like, and it's real interesting to see the way like the interpreter sets the mood.
Yeah. I remember during COVID, um, I want to say it was JB Pritzker. He had a sign when they would always be doing like the press junkets and all that. Not press junkets, but
Press
the
conferences.
press conference. Thank you.
Sure.
And they'd have the signer, and there was like one signer that people briefly got obsessed with because like she was so like animated with how she was doing it all.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she's starting a class for ASL. She's really getting into it.
The Graveyard Queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she know how to sign?
Oh yeah. Yeah, very
Okay.
fluent now. So she's
So
been
now,
getting into ASL as much as I get into dumb horror movies.
see, now there's a way you can combine it.
Yeah, yeah, no, we're watching ASL movies are a bit more serious and like documentary based. Um and just not as funny. Like I've been really getting into Harvey Birdman again, rewatching
Oh my
those
gosh.
and
I
like
haven't seen the newer stuff, but like I loved OG Harvey Birdman.
yeah, it's wait, the newer stuff.
I thought they brought it back, or was it Bird Girl they made a show out
Yeah,
of?
Bird
Okay,
Girl,
maybe that's
whatever.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because I came across that and I love it when like I'm like, oh, I would love to watch it. And I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I've already watched the entire thing. Um, yeah, I wouldn't rewatch that, but yeah, OG Harvey Birdman is just very vibe and just easy to watch. And that and Metalocalypse I've been getting into lately.
I could never get into Metalocalypse.
Oh man,
I tried
it's
watching, it wasn't for me.
yeah, because also like I'm a fan of like heavy metal music, and
Sure.
so as I'm watching this and like I learned and discovered new bands throughout the years, like I see these references in Metalocalypse because it is a very well researched show where they have a lot of just like deep cuts and hidden gems in there. Maybe I'll give you a few episodes curated list of Metalocalypse.
I think you let me borrow the DVD one time, or maybe you're telling me about it. I rented it or something, but this was like
No, it
15
was
years ago, forever ago.
it was probably one of the other Adult Swim DVDs that we have, like Dr. Katz or Daria, or that was MTV. But no, those old '90s cartoons are just like I think Harvey Birdman was early '90s.
Oh, no, no, no. Harvey Birdman the Attorney at Law, right?
Yeah.
That was early 2000s.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Huh.
It was kind of like one of the first, well, not first, but like it was one of the early Adult
Yeah.
Swim shows when Adult Swim really kind of found their vibe and formula.
Oh sure.
Because
Yeah,
I know there
man.
was like Space Ghost
It
before that, but
yeah, early 2000s because the Brack show.
yeah, Brack and Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I loved C Lab when it was
Yeah,
out.
I can't. I keep on trying to get into C Lab, but it's just not my thing.
It's C Lab is a very acquired taste because like
Right.
many of the episodes are just weird for the sake of being weird, and that could be a real tough sell.
Yeah. No, but Harvey Birdman, that was just a formula that like I try to like go into the history of it, and I'm like, all he's doing is he's just a lawyer within the Hanna-Barbera universe.
Yeah.
And that is the thing. And I'm like, well, I also love like She-Hulk, which is just a
Oh,
lawyer aspect
that's
of the
true.
Marvel universe.
Maybe you like law shows.
But I'm like, I hate law shows. And I'm like, I don't get it. Maybe you just have to throw in a few cartoons or a girl in there and I'll be into it.
But
So, yeah. So Mud's
Mud's Women.
women.
I don't know. I got nothing much to say else about it. It's a weird episode. It's not. People point to this episode like this is a classic Star Trek episode, and in some ways it is because it introduces the character of Mud,
Yeah.
and he's kind of like a popular character amongst fans. But like the episode itself is not. It's watchable, but it's not great. It's gives some weird messaging, even for the 1960s.
Right. Part of my confusion was I couldn't tell if the women were becoming ugly when the change was happening.
Well, TV ugly.
Right, because I was like, I think that they are supposed to be looking pretty in this one and then ugly in this one. And it was kind of just difficult to discern because
Well,
of like how much makeup they were using and just
that's
that
the thing.
time.
That's the thing. And I didn't go into research about it. So forgive me, internet. But like the main one, the blonde, like when she got ugly, like her just hair got messed up. The other
Right.
two had like heavier makeup to make them look like old and haggard and everything.
Right. I thought that they might have been melting like a witch or
Right.
something like that, or they might have been robots.
See,
Um,
that was my thought. Like where's this going? Clearly something's up with these women. Like, and I thought, oh, I bet they're like not real people. They're just robots. Because
right.
they said like, don't let them scan you.
Yeah. I also thought that Harry Mudd might have been an illusionist or like a mind controller because as he was in the interrogation room, that was like my because I first watched this for like 10 or 15 minutes and then I cut it off. And so like generally when I like pick back up something, I rewind like quite a few minutes. And so I rewatched that scene twice and I was like, I think he's maybe like doing a mind control thing or like reality manipulation or something like that. But it became a little bit more superficial.
You know what's really weird? And I'd have to go back. Maybe my mind's playing tricks on me. But when Mud was talking to the girls after his like little interview, and he's like, "Girls, we're gonna take over the ship, and then Captain Kirk's I'm gonna give orders to him." I'm just thinking, dude, there's like a security guard like right next to you. Do you not see
Yeah.
this? But
Yeah, and that was also my confusion um, because I was like, do they have the authority to hold them? Are there actually security officers on the ship?
there
Because,
are the
because
guys in red.
all of the characters on the Star Trek ship look the same to me, and so I couldn't really differentiate. Uh, the characters or the actual like flight controllers. Um, I want to look up the characters. Star Trek original characters because the guy with the eyes was freaking me out.
The guy with the eyes?
Yeah, his eyes were just like popping out.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he appears all that much. He was just kind of like a one-off sort of character there.
Oh, really? Is it Chekhov?
No, Chekhov doesn't come on the show until the second season.
Okay. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I don't know his name, though I could probably look it up. Could probably look it up because that's what I
Um,
do. Go away. I do not. Yes, I am using the ad blocker. Deal with it. Okay, let's see. Cast and characters. What? What is happening here? Da, 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 da,
is
da.
it Jim Goodwin
I
or
don't.
Farrell?
Let me see. That sounds right, but I'm clicking on his name. Yes, Farrell.
Okay. So he's not in too many.
No, he's in like I'm just looking at him here right now. He's in 3 episodes. Yeah, just a background character.
Okay. His eyes were freaking me out.
He does have big eyes there.
Yeah. Um,
Can't do much about it, I guess.
yeah. Harry Mudd is a reoccurring or is comes back in a few episodes.
So let me tell you his history real quick. He pops up in another episode in the second season, and then the Star Trek.
Second season being the same cast of characters from the
Yeah,
original.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So he pops up a year later. And then the Star Trek cartoon in the 1970s, he pops up on there one time. And then flash forward to 2017, the character pops up on the spin-off Star Trek Discovery a few times, played by none other than The Office's Rainn Wilson.
Yeah. That is.
He kind of plays a more sinister version of the character, but
Oh, that's fun. Maybe we could do a follow up with that episode. Have you seen that episode?
yes,
Is
haven't
it
seen that episode. Like of the original series or the
no
one
with Rainn Wilson?
I have, yeah.
Is it
Have I seen?
worthwhile?
Um, one of them's pretty good. The other one's like is part of like I think a story arc, so you might be like, what's going on here? But then there's another one where he's doing like this time travel thing where he's able to reset the day and like
Sure.
take over the ship that way.
Okay. I wouldn't mind watching that.
Well, we'll do that. We'll do that next week. No. Next week's episode will be honestly, I don't know the name of that episode. I
Yeah.
don't have it memorized. I know. I'm not a real fan.
uh no, the Graveyard Queen has we got two trials to docudrama and Apple Plus. So
What's docudrama?
it's something that there was just some deaf thing.
Oh,
Um but sorry, we have a feline
no kitty cat.
that wants to go in the window. Um
Who doesn't?
so we are binging Apple TV Plus for seven days because we watched The Stick with Mark Maron and Owen Wilson, and just really intrigued with it.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's my Owen Wilson impression.
yeah. Actually, that is what we were probably going to be watching once I disconnect tonight.
Is it good?
Yeah, because I am watching this show called Sunny with Rashida Jones. I'm also a huge Rashida Jones fan. I don't know why, but she's in this one that's kind of like got Mr. Robot vibes. I started watching because it was like comedy and sci-fi, but like it's not really funny. It's more of like a dark comedy. And Stick with Owen Wilson and Mark Maron was a lot more watchable.
Oh, well, Mark Maron's your boy, so
Oh man, yeah, yeah. He had Bowen Yang on, which was pretty
mm.
intriguing.
I'm not the biggest Bowen Yang fan.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
yeah,
all
yeah,
right, but
yeah. Same. So,
so
but yeah, yeah. Regarding Mud's women,
most women.
um, I'm intrigued by this character. That's fun to know that he has been in others. Um, and yeah, I I enjoy this episode.
Yes, did you enjoy this?
Yeah, but not for the episode. I enjoyed the original content, the original Star Trek content. I think I would have enjoyed most other episodes from this season as much as I enjoyed this one.
Okay.
Probably a little bit more because I feel like the story was a bit more complex than typical episodes. I would have liked to see a more simple or straightforward series that might have laid it out. But also, this is from the 60s. And like, I don't watch much from the 60s. So that already puts me kind of at a odd place.
Bit of a disadvantage.
Right.
Well, if you ever go back to the original series, people usually say the best episode of the series is The City on the Edge of Forever,
Yeah.
where they have to go back in time, and there's a big moral dilemma that they have to do.
Didn't we watch a Star Trek movie? A few.
We I know we did Star Trek 5.
Right. The one with the whales.
No, that was the one. Star Trek 5 is the one where they go find God. But I think I let you borrow some of the Star Trek movies. And
Okay.
one of them is where they go back in time to save the whales.
Yeah. That was good.
But
No,
yeah,
I've got nothing else to add on to this one.
alrighty. I think that's about all I got too. I mean, what's there to say? I do like the original Star Trek series. I think I like all Star Trek. I'm easy to please when it comes to it. But like there's something about the original series like that just the other ones have never been able to replicate. Just the right place, right time, the style, the colors, the design of the show, the way it was shot. It's
I
just
really liked the. I mean, I'm not insulting it, but I really liked the kind of the monotone outfits or the matching outfits.
mhm.
I liked the bad sets. Um,
You
that
know,
was kind of nice.
it's funny when they say like, "Oh, those are bad sets." Maybe by today's standards, but like back then, those are still pretty damn expensive.
Yeah, because I was like, I wonder if I could make a set like that, and thinking about like how I could make a set and like walls like that, I'm like, that's pretty cool, and I could really see how this inspired a lot of people to make bigger episodes when they were able to do this.
And, people in their garages make like sets like that.
Right. Yeah. Like I'm just a few years away from like doing like a little train setup in my basement. So
Oh, hey, off topic. Did you ever get the
no, I don't have.
Lego set?
I did not.
The new Christmas set this year is going to be a train set.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least that's the rumor. It hasn't been officially announced yet. So
Okay, but you know you've got the inside scoop.
yeah, I watch the YouTubes.
Yeah.
I read the Reddits, and the rumor is that it's going to be a train set this year.
Okay.
So that's the big. I think for 120 they're thinking, which is a little bit pricier than usual, but I think it's because it probably comes with motorized parts.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you updated. Give you the
Yeah, and like I
411.
said, I'm because once I get into like little train sets, I feel like that's gonna like lead me down to like a very expensive path and a very big space to fill it up with.
I don't know what you mean about going down dark paths, buying stuff you don't need and all that.
It
Nothing like
might,
that would happen with
yeah,
me. Oh, what?
yeah,
Um, it's like those memes. There's a meme I saw where it says like the average American spends $200 per year on their hobby, and then underneath it says Lego collectors, and it's
yeah,
that Jordan Peele meme where he's like sweating.
yes, yes.
So good stuff. Well, what do you say? You want to wrap this up
Yeah,
here?
let's wrap this bad boy up.
Alrighty, this Gorehound, thank you for indulging me on tonight's episode to watch the original series Mud's Women.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, I'll give you some Spock's Brain. Go watch Spock's Brain. Everyone loves that episode.
No, I want the legit good one. I don't want a funny one. I want one that makes me think and ponder the expanse of the universe and our
Well,
purpose within it.
I can cultivate a solid list for you. How's that sound?
Yeah, don't use Chat GPT.
I don't even know how to use GPT. I don't. I have no idea how
It's
to do it.
it's been failing me like repeatedly today. I keep on asking it for something and it's not giving me anything that I want. And I'm like, what?
Like I don't
I'm
even know
being
where to
crystal.
go.
Oh no, well, you haven't been unemployed for 2 months.
Fair enough.
So no, I use ChatGPT and Claude AI pretty regularly um, because it is you can't be a 2025er and not use AI, or at least you, Nick, you gotta get in with it.
Apparently so. This whole podcast is AI. We're not real. We're digital recreations of people. It's a Chat GPT. Do a make a podcast between Nick and the Goron talking about Mud's women. I say it's been successful, but
It's got many years to go.
well, all right, Gorehound. It was thanks again for joining me tonight on this one.
Yes.
And thank you out there. Oh, look at that, Mr. Spock.
Ah,
Spock yourself before you wreck yourself.
amen.
Um, and this has been the all new Culture Cast. Thanks for joining, and we'll see you next week. You've been listening to the all new Culture Cast. Drop us a line at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. We can't promise we'll read it. Theme music by Dana Vodovaz. Check out their work on YouTube at Vodovaz Music Productions. This has been a Saltwater production. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, I've actually been playing Sonic Mania quite a bit lately. So
They're fun games.
yeah,
Fun
I'm
game.
playing as the. Do you know who Ray is?
Mm-mm. I don't know
Ray.
Sonic lore all that much.
Okay, Ray is a supporting character that's a flying squirrel, and so he's a regular character, but he can glide. He's a flying squirrel, and so you can nosedive or you can like nosedive and then glide up, nosedive and glide up like that. I haven't gotten it down, and I'm at the very last.
Can't Knuckles glide too?
Yeah, Knuckles can glide regular. I can't.
Knuckles, that guy.
I'm really just finishing because I'm at the last. I'm at Mr. Robotnik. Just because I hate Ray so much, and I just want to finish it, so I could just do like Mighty and Knuckles because those are like legit fun characters, and Ray is like just like Tails, where he's just like dumb and nobody likes him.
Burn, take that, Tails.
Oh, I
Hey,
stand by it.
question. Do you call the bad guy in Sonic Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman?
I think it's Robotnik because I think Eggman is just one of his machines.
Because I know he goes by both, but I want to know what's the Gorehound like? How does the Gorehound call him? This is important information the world needs to know.
It looks like he goes by Eggman more so.
But what do you call him? What's your take?
Robotnik.
All right, you've picked the right answer.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Actually, his name is Dr. Ivo Robotnik, also known as Eggman. But yeah, like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Sounds better than Eggman's Mean
Yeah.
Bean Machine.